Hi, everybody. Welcome to this guided meditation session with Tergar Meditation Community. My name is Stephanie Wagner, and I am one of the Tergar Facilitators. So delighted that you are joining me today for this period of practice. So, as we're getting ready to start here, what I would love is for you to, in the chat, share your name, but also what inspires you to join us for practice today. So, if you'll just take a minute to do that, would love to hear from you. And what I just want to note here is that there's a little bit of a delay between when I can see the chat and when you hear me. So there's about a 2 to 3 minute broadcasting delay. So just keep that in mind as you're chatting with me in the chat feed. All right. So as you're sharing where you're from, let me just tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. So the idea here is that this is really giving us an opportunity to be able to practice together, to build a sense of community, and to really use our practice to be able to transform in the midst of these challenging circumstances. So many of us are faced with a variety of things that we're dealing with in the midst of this global pandemic. Some people have lost their jobs, lost their income. Some are sick or have friends and family that are sick. So this is really our opportunity to work with what's happening and to be able to use our practice to do that. And so we've been so fortunate that Mingyur Rinpoche has been giving these weekly teachings every Sunday. And the idea here is that there will be periods throughout the week where you'll have the opportunity to practice. And each Tergar facilitator is actually going to lead a practice that's really rooted in Mingyur Rinpoche's teaching from the previous day. So we'll be practicing for about 20 to 25 minutes. And as I mentioned before, it will be lightly guided. And I invite you, at any point to be able to share in the chat your experience with the practice, your inspiration. I'm just so loving seeing some of the chats here. So Christoph is saying to practice to stay grounded, especially as he's many more things to manage during this time. Um, We've got someone from Brazil saying practice together is always stronger and more fruitful. My heart just feels full seeing all of you online. And I apologize. I see that I've got like this rainbow light coming in, and it's not intentional. I didn't realize it was there. So anyway, it's just added effect for our practice today. All right. So let's just go ahead and begin. So go ahead and get yourself settled. And so just getting yourself into a position that feels supportive for your practice today, allowing the body to be alert yet relaxed at the same time. And then you can choose to practice with your eyes open or your eyes closed, whatever feels the most natural for you this morning or this today. And so just take a moment to just bring awareness to the body. Using the body to become present and grounded as we move into our period of practice. You might notice your feeling of your seat on the chair, the cushion, feeling of your hands in your lap. Just using these sensations to become present and aware. And then just take a moment to reflect on your motivation to practice today, setting some altruistic, inspiring motivation that we're doing this to benefit all beings, not just ourselves. So just take a moment to reflect on your motivation for a moment. And so, as we move through this period of practice, we're going to go through a couple of the different practices that Rinpoche has introduced us to over the course of the past teaching sessions. And so, we're going to start just with practicing meditating on an object. And so, we can choose to use breath or sound. So, just choosing whatever you want to use as the support for your practice and lightly rest your awareness on either your breath or sound. And so, most likely, you'll only be able to stay with the support, the breath, or the sound for a few moments before you get lost. And then you just bring your awareness back again and again each time you get lost. And here we're using the breath or sound to recognize awareness, this innate capacity that's already within us. And those moments where we get disconnected from that sense of knowing and we remember and we come back, that's success. Returning again and again to the recognition of this awareness. Remembering Rinpoche's instruction, short times, many times, returning again and again to awareness of breath, awareness of sound. And so then just dropping the technique of working with breath or sound, just allow your mind to just rest for a moment. Nothing to do in particular, just be as it is. And so next we'll do the body scan practice that Rinpoche was talking about yesterday, knowing that bodily sensations are so instrumental in being able to work with thoughts and emotions. And so we're just going to move through a gentle scanning of the body in which we're going to place awareness to different parts of the body and just see what sensations are present. And so I'll just invite you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable to you. And you can just bring a light awareness to the sensations at the top of your head. You might notice some tingling or tightness, or no sensation at all, just allowing the mind to rest with whatever's happening. And then just bring awareness to the muscles in the face. No need to fix or change your experience at all. Just being with the sensations as they are. Pleasant, okay. Unpleasant, okay. Neutral is okay. Just knowing what's happening in the body. Notice the sensations in the back of the head and neck and shoulders. Giving yourself permission to just be with things as they are. And then just notice sensations in the chest, in the abdomen, knowing what's happening in the body. Whatever is happening in your body right now is perfectly okay. Accepting things as they are is just great kindness, as Rinpoche said yesterday. And then just notice sensations in your arms and your hands. And then just bring awareness to the lower half of your body, your legs, knees, shins, and calves. There's no need to pretend that things are different than they are. Here, we're just using the body to support the recognition of our basic goodness, our awareness. And then once again, just drop the technique and allow the mind to rest just for a moment. No need to do anything in particular. Just allow yourself to be. And so next, we'll practice with open awareness, which is where we're allowing the mind to just rest in the recognition of awareness itself. So, not paying attention to any particular object, just allowing the mind to be natural, present, and aware. And so, he gave some guidance yesterday that we can just use to get in touch with resting and open awareness at the very beginning, in which we take a big, deep breath in through our nose and we exhale through our mouth, resting in that open space at the end of the out breath. So let's just take a moment to do that, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allow the mind to rest and breathe naturally. There's a sense of presence and knowing, naturalness. Just allow the mind to rest as it is. There's no need to do anything in particular. Just be. And then we can just try and work with the breath as that prep for open awareness one more time. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allow the mind to rest in that space and just allow the breath and mind to be natural. Not paying attention to anything in particular, just allowing the mind to rest naturally. Thoughts may come, thoughts may go. Thoughts are not a problem. The mind is moving, busy, active, or still. Whatever is happening is not a problem. And if you find that you're disconnected, you're no longer present in knowing, just allow the mind to come back, present, aware, just resting. And as we conclude our practice today, let's just dedicate all of our efforts to the benefit of all beings. May all beings be free from suffering and hardship. May this pandemic move swiftly through. And may we use our practice as a continued opportunity to transform our hearts and minds, to just be with what is happening as it is. Okay, nice work. Thank you so much. I would love for you to share in the chat box maybe a word about your practice today. Anything is welcome. And we really have the opportunity to continue to work with our practice. Rinpoche has just given us so many beautiful teachings, so many ways to be able to work with what's happening. And so just to use our practice in a way that really feels the most supportive to us. So we can work with an object. He talked about breath, sound, mental recitation. Oh, yes, Anton, I see the experience was up and down, just like life. So calming, expanding, truly beautiful. I'm just so amazed at the global community that has come together for this practice today. So please check the ongoing schedule. I believe that there's more practice happening. I think it's tomorrow, but I will be rotating at this time. And there will be someone else, Robin from Scotland, next week. And then I will be back the week after. So thank you so much for your practice. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel to keep more on top of what's happening in all of our events. And yeah, you can click the bell to receive notifications about upcoming events. And then additionally, Antonia is going to be exploring feeling connection while social distancing on Thursday. And then again, Mingyur Rinpoche will be live streaming again on Sunday. Great. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you next time.